Braves here in Cleveland. Colby Altman from the Cavaliers. He reckons are playing in May and maybe June next year, too. That would be a lot of fun.
So you expect more of the same, though. I think you're right.
Yandy Diaz tonight. Emmanuel Margot is going to lead off, but the top part of that.
Ban your zone very early in this game.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. The lineup today, he's the DH, but how about Josh Naylor hitting cleanup?
Their eyes set on October, but there is going to come down to who finishes where to determine who comes to Cleveland.
Should definitely get it, could definitely get it. Rodriguez, all-star break. He's tied for first in wins, third in ERA.
Movement, but I think for Cleveland tonight, their approach, we'll see another good outing from him tonight.
All right, so Tampa Bay trying to get it.
2 years, and he's the guy we want to watch. We've watched Kluber mentioned in the open. He kicked it in gear when he faced this Tampa team.
Tampa looks like this. Manuel Margot leads off.
Defensively for the Guardians, stacks up this way. Dallas over and right. On the infield, Ramirez at third.
Space. Dan Merzel over at second. And 58 degrees.
Because it's coming.
Oh. And Shane Bieber's first pitch is swung.
On both sides of the baseball, where hitters will be a little more aggressive with
adjustments on the fly. And that ball's tough to counteract that, right?
Well, these guys can do that very well. Or just
0-2 pitch is top. 288 average. 18 doubles. He's knocked in 45. And he strikes out.
No, he was in swing mode. And just behind home plate. Swing and miss. Tough to.
Rosarino hit in 10 at bats in that 3-game series. This one in which he's gone 10 for his
play, and he's had a nice year.
That's Gabriel Arias at second base, and he tonight brought to you by Wayside Furniture. Magic number to clinch a spot in the postseason.
Way schedule. They go to Houston from here,
and they were in talking to them. They know that this is going to be difficult.
It's Monday or Tuesday. How do they play the rest of going to be for Tampa, Toronto?
I have an answer for you on the other side of
Seattle.
I talked to some people.
1, 2, 3.
First time since 2018. Pitched once against the.
Presented by Progressive. It'll be Stephen Kwan leading it off, followed by bat sixth, and Gabriel Arias getting the start at second base. And batting average. Earlier this year, he was 5 for 15 with a couple of runs scored. Brown.
It is the way the wind's blowing.
Paredes puts it away.
There's in the outfield. Peralta's in left. Siri is in center. At third, Franco is short. Walls is the second baseman. Ramirez.
Rosario 16 hits, including have identical game plans.
I don't blame him. Kluber will come back fastball. The left-hander starts at the hip. And at 12 pitches in this game, 12 strikes.
For Ahmed Rosario, he just reached out.
Slider, he gets under it, maybe up a little bit.
Yes, you did. I was watching the highlights from the last time.
One out, Jose Ramirez. Second and Kluber.
Matt, you mentioned the days, and they have a couple extra days. They most likely, with talking to some of the people around the team, they've got so many injuries. They're trying to find their best 9 up today compared to what we saw when we were down in Tampa.
Right.
Swing and a miss.
It'll go down and away.
There goes Ahmed Rosario. And Jose, 18 starting position players did not.
Ramirez was still out. I want to say that Margot was still out.
To come over there that day, the last day.
Peralta came over the last.
Initially by Big Harold, he'll step on the bag to get. StatCast 3D powered by Google.
We have already seen.
Arch was nasty.
Yes, it was.
Now with the weather, what it is today.
Well, my guess is yes.
All right. You guys are bright.
Earlier this year. In a player in scoring position with 2 down here in the first inning. On the year, Josh has hit .302 with. Comes to getting hits with runners in scoring position. This is number 625 on the year. That's a 4-pitch walk.
Not the saying that he was trying to walk him in that at-bat. Hitter.
You're batting .315 over his last 21 games. Two on, two out here, bottom of the. Has won 7 in a row and 16. You know, they may come out in A.
No, they're playing awfully well right now.
They just love
Clinch.
Yes.
It really was. It couldn't have been done.
Third baseman Isaac Paredes makes the catch.
22 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One. The award field. Vote today at MLB.com/Clemente.
Shane Bieber facing Harold Ramirez. Broke just a piece of that. And Gabriel Arias throws. Pairing Shane Bieber and Corey Kluber through their.
Pretty good numbers. But Bieber has the.
Which gives you more.
Yeah.
You know, think about it. Shane still.
A later
he
start.
started about in his mid-20s.
Games. He's hit .286. Pair of doubles, couple of homers. Fastball velocity's down. What's wrong with Bieber? Is there, you know, what's going on? Man.
And if anything, and you know, Carl, I've said this is a slider. Not rely on the curveball. The cutter.
His fastball up to you a lot of innings. I mean, it just happened. Get better control with your other pitches.
I'll say this. As playoffs against the Yankees, you say whatever you want about that series and about that what happened against the Yankees that year was not truly who Shane Bieber.
Low in the zone.
And they wouldn't swing.
Nope, they would not swing at it.
It was a learning experience for him, March. He had never really been hit like that. He'd made him refine who he is.
Oh, left center. Out goes Rosario. But he can still strike you out with the fastball.
Ball. That used to be the opposite. It used to be all with curveball, fastball. Now the
guys get a little more aggressive against Bieber here in about the 4th or 5th inning, and he can rattle off.
But Kluber's been like that all of his career as well.
Right.
You just said that. That's
and once you read what the hitter.
Corner to David Peralta. Swung out at .238 since coming over.
somebody right in the lineup too. That
yeah, they did, and you know, he's been around. He's still good. He's 35 years old, but you see that a lot now with the once a guy.
Peralta with a 2-out save. 4 of those at bats. He was 0 for 4 against Cleveland down the 10th. Batted in.
Rick, if I would have told you when the Oakland A's were leaving 32 RBIs, you would call me a liar.
Yeah, but he wasn't.